Let's go. Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal PeaceLoveMusic with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our excellent friends over at BitcoinLive, Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Thursday, another week almost down. We're past July, 4th of July. We're getting into the middle of the month, right into the middle of the summer. And just keeps cranking. Things just keep moving forward. And it's almost like a weird time because it's like we keep hitting, but the goal is such a long view from where we are that it feels like we take these wins and we just got to get back to work the next day. There's so much left to do. And thank you guys for joining us today. It is important. If you like what we're doing and you're here for the reason, you like why we're here, and you want to support what we're here for, the ethos, the Bitcoin ethos, the decentralized, distributed, trustless, permissionless, borderless, censorship-resistant exchange ethos. And what that means for humanity, actually, the empowerment of the individual is actually the fundamental basis of all of those things. If you're here for those reasons, share out the stream. Chad, share out the live stream. It really, really helps us support the ethos. Friendly reminder, this is a news show. We are providing news and information and hopefully some entertainment along the way and some alpha. The information's good information usually, and relevant and new as much as we can. You know, we're trying to cover topical things every day, what's developing in the spaces. And we are not providing financial advice. Yeah, we talk about a lot of financial things because they're relevant to provide that information to you so that you can make your own decisions about things. We're not telling you what to do. We're not telling you who to support. We're telling you why we support certain things and why we push things in a certain direction. But we're not giving you financial advice. We're giving you the tools to make your own decisions. And we do advise never invest money in anything, ever, whether we're talking about it or not, that you cannot afford to lose. That is just good, friendly advice. The numbers, I actually didn't pull the numbers, all the things. There's so much going on in our ecosystem. You know, I usually spend a couple hours preparing for the show, getting the news together and setting up all the stuff, compiling all the data to share. And, Stacks Africa space this morning, and the conversation there catches me. And, we're focusing on GPSC and then focusing on just so much stuff going in the ecosystem that it's like we can just keep talking about it forever. And then obviously the whatever morning space, and that was going on. And there was some interesting things that popped up there. We actually had our first troll show up, or at least the first one in a long time. I used to get them every so often. I draw some of that energy. I think it's actually kind of helps me because I deal with those, by the way, like just not a problem for me. I actually am a master troll. I'm ordained into the sacred order, the order of the sacred taint in the trolls order. So, I mean, I can handle that stuff. I'm a magi when it comes to that. So, Naki, I appreciate you coming on and giving me an opportunity to smile and reflect on how ridiculous some of those some trolls can be when you know you're in a good place. And we are in a good place. So the numbers today, Bitcoin's actually settled in at 110,885. It got all the way up to 112,000 yesterday. Shout out Ethereum actually touched 2,800 for those of you that are still in that mess, and probably looks okay for you right now. So I would advise hold on that as well. Where is yes, Stacks coming in at just under 69 cents, holding on to the 69th place. So 69 cents, 69th place for Stacks. If there was ever a sign, D-Gens, 69.69 on Stacks today over on CoinMarketCap. Crazy. And then the top three gainers on CoinMarketCap today are Pengu, WIF, and XDC Network. Sui's up there too. Wow, big run on Sui. Virtuals, Pepe, the the other Pepe, not the best Pepe, but it's still a Pepe. We like the frogs anyway, right? They're fun. It's fun. Fair and Greed Index at 58. All right, let me get into the news. I'm taking too long with all of this stuff. Guys, when you stack your STX, you earn Bitcoin. SBTC is programmable Bitcoin for DeFi stacks, has fast, low-fee transactions, proof of transfer security, and native Bitcoin rewards. Tell your friends. In the stacks DeFi world, a very robust Bitcoin operable DeFi ecosystem. Hermetica is offering 8% yield on USDH with over $5 million total value locked on the platform. Really great stuff going on over at hermetica.fi. At Bitflow, you can DCA programmatically into Bitcoin stacks, runes, and more effortlessly over at bitflow.finance. And now you can drop all your meme token pets at the Bitflow barn and earn yield in the pools. Check out Leo. Leo has a contest right now where I think they're giving 55% on the yield farming for pooled Leo tokens over at Bitflow. So check them out, bitflow.finance. Perp decks going on at Velar, and there was just a big push up for a bunch of things. And I closed out my positions early because I was not sure what was going to happen. So kudos to you guys that held on your longs for Bitcoin and SBTC. Had a nice little payout yesterday over at Velar on the perp trading platform. Do your own research. Perp trading is not for everybody. Huge risk, leverage, all of that. If you don't understand those things, that's not for you. If you're a DJ and you understand it, you want to play around with it, there are tools at Velar. Protocol is Bitcoin native DeFi protocol, enabling cross-chain swaps, bridging, and payments in Bitcoin, connecting Bitcoin to 20 plus chains. Zest is offering 4.02% on SBTC, 9.96% on your STX, and the highest yield on Zest today is 87.12% on AUSD. Huge payouts on AUSD for the last week. So if you are holding that, go put some in at Zest. They need it, apparently. Over at Stacking DAO, you can earn 9.94% on STX with STX, 10.58% native BTC yield, or 9.65% with yield in SBTC. The top 3 stacks token gainers on STX tools today are Welsh, Leo, and Nasty Token. Shout out to the homies. Let's see, I don't have the schedule up. We just kind of keep doing things. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's time for the show. I guess I hope I got all my things. In the Stacks ecosystem today, we talked about the Whatever Morning. We talked about Stacks Africa. We talked about, here we are, watching the DeOrganized morning show every Monday through Friday at 8:30. At 9:30, we have Find2Earn rounds with Xenitron, the game master. Come out and earn. Find2Earn. It's a really fun time. If you don't know, come check us out at 9:30. It's really casual, but exciting at the same time. We have a nice group of people and growing community, all engaging, coming out, making their efforts to find this. Sometimes people get it right, but somebody always wins. There's 5 or 6 rounds a day. So come check us out at 9:30 for Find2Earn. At 11 a.m., it is B Pepe Thursday. At 11 a.m. is the Bitcoin Pepe Touches Grass hangout space on X with Mark, Fleets, Nobody Famous, Rafa shows up, DD, DeFi Dictator, bunch of Chads in that space. Come hang out. I will definitely be in there. At noon, we have Bitcoin and Beyond with Melanie, and I believe she's interviewing Alex Miller. We had a great conversation with Alex. Alex joined us for the Stacks check-in space that I think we might run every week or a couple of weeks on at 4 p.m. If you did like that space, we had a great turnout, by the way. Thank you so much to everyone that participated, everyone that came out. We did a big space drop, dropped 5,000 RU on the people for showing up. We had over 1,000 total viewers or total people come in and check it out. So really, really big. And we're excited to see Alex Miller on with Melanie, because that's always a different situation, a different conversation. And you get a different side of people at the Bitcoin and Beyond show. So make sure you check that out. It's live at noon, and then it will be available forever on YouTube and X if you can find it. But that's why we put it on YouTube. At 5 p.m. today, there is the Supreme Talk Show with Tenderly. Very interesting. I have not caught that yet. Tenderly's been doing some great stuff, so I will do my best to get in there and check them out at 5 p.m. today. At 5:30 is All Things Crypto with Dave, Cool, Landy, and the gang. Great time there. And at 7 p.m., we have DeOrganized Nightly. And there's an update. We'll talk to GP. He's in the wings waiting to come on. But we have GP is actually the greatest uncle of all time. Uncle GP, we call him around here. He actually is coaching flag football for his nephew, which is actually, he's going to have such a great time. I've done that stuff, and it's really like some of the best experiences of my life is doing that stuff. And but he won't be able to come on the show, or he might be late for the show actually. So I think Jack Binswitch is hosting tonight. He might be here to talk about that in a little bit too. So that's what we have for the schedule for the day. And here I am 18 minutes in. I haven't even gotten into the news, guys. That's where I am at. So I'm gonna screw through the news here. And Bitcoin hit an all-time high, 112K, guys. That's crazy. That happened during our space yesterday. It was really exciting. And the highest level ever, pushing new institutional demand into the spotlight. And that's actually going to create more demand right now, too. Like when it hits those new all-time highs, this is the good time to be in the space, probably triggering alt season. Very cool stuff. A new report from Moody's Investors Service warns that while stablecoins are still a small slice of global finance, their growing popularity could gradually chip away at the profit model of traditional banks. Oh, man, those poor guys. Analysts say widespread stablecoin adoption might reduce deposit bases that banks use for lending while cutting into lucrative wire transfer and cash management fees. No, wow. Wait a minute. Is that why they've been fighting crypto for so long? Their pie's getting taken, guys. And it's going back to you if you adopt Bitcoin. The earlier, the better. The more of the pie you're going to get. While cutting into lucrative although the risk is medium term, some banks are already exploring digital asset strategies to hedge exposure. Regulators remain divided on stablecoin oversight. Decentralized derivatives exchange GMX V1 suffered a major exploit on the Arbitrum network, resulting in a loss of roughly $42 million. That sucks. Attackers reportedly manipulated liquidity pools by exploiting Oracle pricing to drain assets. GMX has temporarily paused trading on Arbitrum and Avalanche while developers investigate the root cause and coordinate with white hat security teams. The incident highlights ongoing risks in DeFi smart contract code and cross-chain liquidity management. Users are urged to monitor project updates for next steps. And this is actually why insurance is important. And I'm interested to see where decentralized insurance for these types of markets will actually put these things, because actually at the end of the day, these exploits are helpful in determining what needs to actually be done for future security. So there's a benefit to these things happening, even though it sucks in the short term and for the people that got hurt especially. Dubai's Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority has finalized its comprehensive crypto rulebook covering exchanges, token launch events, virtual asset service providers, and even social media influencers who promote tokens. The framework aims to align Dubai's emerging crypto hub status with global compliance standards and curb abuses like pump and dump schemes and unlicensed promotions. Officials say the rulebook clarifies licensing paths for new firms while boosting investor protection. Dubai continues to attract global crypto firms seeking regulatory certainty. The SEC's Commissioner Hester Pierce, known as Crypto Mom for her pro-innovation stance, reiterated this week that tokenized versions of traditional securities like stocks or bonds remain subject to U.S. securities law, Her comments clarify confusion around whether wrapping regulated assets in blockchain tech changes their legal obligations. Pierce encouraged responsible innovation, but warned that firms should not assume tokenization alone exempts them from disclosure, investor protections, or compliance. The statement comes amid rising interest in tokenized funds and bonds. Yeah. If you're going to commit fraud, you're a fraudster and you're breaking the law, whether you do it on tokens or actually the old-fashioned on paper, old digital way, so don't commit fraud is what they're saying. That's, that's good advice. We adhere to that. It's crazy why people would think that in this, like, it's open source, but everyone can see what you're doing. Everyone can see what you're doing. Don't do that. ETF flows on July 9th. Bitcoin spot ETFs experienced a net inflow of $218 million. BlackRock's IBIT led with an inflow of $164.6 million. Ethereum spot ETFs saw a total net inflow of $44 million on the same day. Grayscale's ETH-E recorded the highest single-day inflow of $26.2 million, followed by Fidelity's FETH with $17.8 million in inflows. Just shout out Use Stacks campaign going on. Check out Use Stacks. There's a stacks.org/use-stacks-contest. There's a bunch of stacks up for grabs. You gotta follow the rules every day. Every couple of days. I think there's going to be some posts by Skullcoin and Charisma DAO today, maybe STX City. Contests revolve around that. You can get the details about the contests by following DeOrganized. We will post, repost, comment, send you in the right direction to participate in those. And then also the Stacks.org account, and then the participating projects as well. But it's really a great project. We're focusing on builders and projects in the space. So get out, support Use Stacks campaign, use STX, and learn about the people that are building in the space, because there's some really cool stuff coming and developing on Stacks. Real ways to use it in engaging ways beyond DeFi, which we all love DeFi too. Like, we're huge fans of DeFi. We support the DeFi ecosystem. We love the DeFi ecosystem on Stacks. But that is not what it's all about. Guys, if you haven't yet, SIP31 vote is still going on. I think you have about 3.5 days left from right now. Head over to stx.eco. Cast your vote for or against, however you feel. Just go vote. Participate. That's what matters. That's what makes this work, is that everyone that's on the blockchain has a say. And if you don't exercise your say, it diminishes the capacity of the blockchain to actually respect all voices. Go vote. Even if you're opposed to it. If you support it, go vote. Let us know. That's how we know. I'm not going to go through all of that stuff today because I want to hear from the homies. We'll talk a little bit more about what's going on in Stacks. Real quick, I do want to just shout out Stacking DAO is the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. Stacking DAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums and users start earning rewards immediately. So there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. Choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. I personally use both. Because I like to try things out too, but I think that there's different strategies there. What do I want to see? And maybe even just diversifying my options down the line. But if you want to start earning yields today, head over to stackingdao.com and jump on in. Stacking DAO is where liquidity meets opportunity. Also, we have an amazing partnership with BitFlow, the top DEX on Stacks. They let you trade native BTC, STX, SBTC, USDC, runes, and more all in one place. And they aggregate the best prices from Alex, Arcadico, and Valar. So you're always getting the best price when you swap on BitFlow. Recently, BitFlow rolled out flex pools, launching with STX to support liquid staking assets, offering flexible deposits, smarter rewards, and deeper liquidity. Also, check out the Zeely campaign, Stacks DeFi season over on Zeely, and Bitflow has their own special Zeely campaigns as well. Lots of participatory action going on Zeely. Season 2 just launched for the Stacks campaign. All the DeFi projects are participating. A bunch of other projects. There's lots of different ways. I think there's like 50 or 60,000 stacks up for grabs. You can check that out over at I forget the website, so you'll have to go over to the Stacks org or the Stacks at Stacks X handle. I think it's pinned to the top over there, and you can find out what's going on with that. Let me actually bring on my homies. Good morning, GP got the collar going on. Good morning, man. You going out golfing later, boy?
Nah, man. Getting ready for flag football. Gotta go sign some stuff and all that. I want to look presentable, right? So GP.
I love it.
Serious.
Coach Uncle GP. I love it, man. I love it. Good morning, Jack. What's happening, man?
I didn't get the memo. I didn't know we were being formal today.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Like, GP's going to MILF hunt. I mean, coach flag football. So I guess we all have to wear collared shirts this morning.
My BC mode gets there. Yes. I want to look sharp, man. I want to look sharp. I want to be standing on the sideline, have my clipboard that has like a doodle on it.
He's sketching the moms.
Yeah. That's
Sure.
Who's gonna make GP's draft? Let's see.
The fantasy draft.
I thought this was the morning show.
Her son's a quarterback.
Oh,
right. It is what it is, man. Respect the game. Some bad news. Well, it's good news. My daughter, tonight's actually opening night for her play. She's playing in Beetlejuice, which is made into a musical. And so tonight, I'm not going to be able to fill in because it's the only night my wife can make it. So we're going tonight.
Well, listen, if we have to take a night off here and there, that's okay too.
Nick's sending the credentials, so we'll be good to go for the rest of MILF season. I mean, flag football season.
Let's go, dude. Yeah, flag football season.
MILF summer.
Y'all are too much. But yeah, I think that Thursdays we were kind of like planning on maybe that being the night where we just round up and just take the moment to breathe, because we're all grinding really, really hard. So even if but I hope that she breaks a leg, man. Seriously, that'll be a fun way to watch.
My wife's brilliant because my daughter needs she's I'm not saying she's a drama queen, but putting her in drama and doing all this stuff has been absolutely a great outlet. She loves it. So
it's good for a number of reasons. It's a great outlet. It's engaging, it's social, so it's great. It's great. Yeah. By the way, I almost led into the show this morning with how it's been raining all morning and the dog is going crazy and just don't worry about it. But he's actually been, I don't think you guys probably have even noticed him. Maybe I just shut it out, but my daughter's been doing an excellent job keeping him. He's been nuts because he's normally out there. All right, we fenced in the yard, morning time. You go out there, go do your thing. Cause he chases his tail and it's like, head hits me, man. It's like, good night.
Yeah, he knows you're talking about him right now. As soon as you started talking about him,
I'm still here. Oh, it's a full moon.
Oh boy. Yeah.
That makes a little more sense too.
Dude, full moon.
A little bit excited.
Dude, that's real. Full moons screw with living organisms.
There's a lot in the astrological alignment of things that does. It might not even be that it's causing it. It's just reflects the whatever is causing it kind of thing.
Ask anybody who like works in like a field like law enforcement or even like healthcare,
emergency
like,
rooms.
yeah, dude, like holy crap. Like those are the nights you're like, thank God I'm off work, or oh my God, I can't believe I'm at work right now.
Yeah, I mean, the last few full moons, like seriously, me and Dart do talk about this. Like, it's like he's very in tune with like the moon cycles and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, it's this moon, and this is the energy you're gonna feel today. So like, yeah, he keeps me in the know about all that stuff, and then I'll go hit him up and be like, yeah, this is going on, right? And then he'll be like, of course it is. It's full moon or this type of moon, you know. So, I can recall several different times where full moon corresponded with some wonky energy in space.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You'll leave like the hospital in the morning, and like, you know, you'll have like this sweet little patient that you're trying to take care of, and you get back night of the full moon, and they're a full blown fucking gremlin, just like tearing shit up. Like it's
What happened?
dude, it's real. But no, dude, like I think that what you're doing with the flag football is really cool. Like, you know, your nephew will like cherish that stuff his whole life, man. And it's like it's such a good example to set, you know.
Yeah, you know, I'm the uncle that's like, so I've been very involved in his sports journey, whether it's soccer or whatever game. You know, I taught him how to swing the bat, taught him how to throw a ball, you know, like bounce the ball, all of it. You know, I'm very in tune with his sports journey, and you know, he takes after his dad. His dad was a very very good soccer player on our high school football, our soccer team. He was on varsity, and the kid's got a boost, you know. So I think that soccer is his natural talent, but you know, flag football is a good way to go for like whenever it's not soccer season. So we're gonna try it out and see how it goes, man. And you know, I have not missed a practice or a game. Never missed a practice or a game. So very important to me. It's like good for my heart. It's good for my mental too, just as much as it's good for him, for me to be there and, you know, be part of his journey. It's
Dude,
good
come
you know.
become you know, like mid bull run, you'll just be able to like sponsor the whole team. They'll all be dressed like little gigapeppies, you know.
Oh, that would be so cool, dude. Like sponsor a team.
Each of their shirts has a different GPSC background.
Dude, that is cool. That's a way to get the IP out there, and then you know, people will be like, "What are the gigapeppers?" Oh, well, now I'm stack filling soccer moms, and now I'm onboarding you know, a broader demographic.
And like that's it's said partially in jest, but like that's what people need to think about when they think about what crypto culture is, what these different IPs are that have been built and are being built. Like that's going to be a thing, you know. That's going to be a thing from here on out. Like we tend to think about, you know, all this stuff in our own bubble, but our bubble is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're going to see much more like in real life crossover between crypto and mainstream. I mean, you've seen it happen. Again, I always use an example just because it's a good example. Look at Doge. Look at Dogecoin. Normies didn't know what the hell Doge was in 2017. Most people have heard of it now. Most people understand it. Even if they see the little Doge, you know, dog, they're just like, oh, you know.
Right. Well, they know it's crypto,
Yeah, I mean,
even if they don't know it's Doge.
Right.
Sometimes and some people, Doge has such a brand because of where they are, and they were a first mover in blowing up as a meme coin, right? So a lot of people probably see a Welsh corgi symbol or even a Leo and might actually associate it with Doge because they know Doge is the brand. It's almost like Kleenex versus facial tissue for Doge. They have a huge advantage with name recognition.
Yeah. And like it's going to be very interesting to see as more like, because right now we see the TradFi part starting to shape up, but we don't know what the business with all the commercial parts, how that's going to shape up as well. But it's reasonable to understand that like people are gonna they're gonna smell opportunity. They're gonna be seeing dollar signs, and how this ultimately goes is wild. But you can just, I guarantee you, the amount of brands that's going to be built that have in real life crossover is going to blow people's mind. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was just thinking about like, you know, what if Stack started like sponsoring little flag football teams, but like, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I was thinking get us like a jersey with the Stack logo on it, and then people are like, what are the Stackers? The Charleston Stackers is the name of the team. Like, crazy. Dude. That's gonna expand into our, you know, everyday life. That's how, you know, some onboarding.
100%. And just think about it outside of the context of the U.S. Think about like what a community could do for, you know, school programs, just wherever. Like you could, there's so much that can be done, and it's going to be cool to see it all play out. Like, you know, you always talk about being early, but we don't always think about what that means. We think about it in terms of what price was I able to get in at this or that. But this is much bigger than just, you know, finance, and it's yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I was talking on the Stacks Africa space this morning about like stacking DAO and liquid stacking tokens, and you know, I was talking to Freddie and the Stacks Africa group about LSTs and, you know, Bitcoin DeFi and what that means, right? And I just really think that it's such a like an early concept. I looked into Lido and I realized that Lido actually charges 10% on rewards. You know, and Stacking now has 0% rewards. Like, dude, we got it made, man. We got real Bitcoin DeFi here. You can put your assets to work and earn Bitcoin. It's freaking amazing. It's insane.
Yeah, and that you're the idea of being able to like provide real financial services to people wherever they are, that's huge, right? Like, because even like just think about it. You know, if I wanted to leave my house right now and go find something that I could make 10% on, it's, you know, relative with that risk profile. I'm going to be able to go to these different banks and go talk to people and be quite disappointed and realize, okay, well, I'm going to have to go in the stock market. And that's the whole thing. But I live in America. Imagine trying to do that, you know, in second world, third world, fourth world countries, right? That's the real deal. You know, being able to like give someone stable coins in a country where their money is just absolute garbage is a huge lever for people, right? Being able to earn on your stables, huge lever for people. Like wealth building, you know, without borders. That's what you're really dealing with here, you know, and it's a worthy endeavor.
Yeah, go to Zest and take out a loan, no matter what your credit score, where you're from. Crazy, it's crazy. And then you know, Granite was talking about how they're going to be selling like liquidation stuff like that. Did you want to talk a little bit about that piece? Because that was interesting, and I'd like to learn a little bit more about like kind of how decentralizing risk goes.
So I will say this. I do think that there's probably most people aren't going to get to the point where they have so much crypto that they don't need to actually borrow money from with credit, right? It's great that asset's there to leverage because it means so much more and so much more possibility. And we all have a goal of accumulating enough crypto, aka Bitcoin, by the way. That's the prime asset there, in my opinion. With which the goal is to have so much Bitcoin that as it just becomes more and more demand and cements itself as the exchange asset or as a more ingrained, because it's already actually established itself now. But as it becomes more adopted, the price should appreciate as the use cases being developed on stacks and across other places come out. That will actually expand, and the value will appreciate. So that's like having a house or a property, where over time it almost always appreciates because it's a scarce asset. It can be more developed and value added, but there's not more land to develop over time. There's actually less in the places that you have to go develop. Well, it's harder to get there, and there's less you can do with it, so it becomes less profitable to develop that other land too. So it's scarce. Bitcoin is also a scarce asset, and thus, relative to a fiat currency, and that's part of the paradigm here, is that the fiat currency actually, for the value of Bitcoin to go up like it has to be relative to something like fiat.
Right.
You can't realize those kind of astronomical gains without a massive inflationary asset to measure it against. It still adds, like, the value of it becomes, the more people need it and can use it for stuff, the value becomes more. But eventually, if you have enough Bitcoin, like if you have enough real estate and the value of your real estate is appreciable, you're maintaining it, it's not depreciating in what it's worth because of deterioration, let's say, you can borrow against that, live off of that borrowed money, and then refinance after a certain amount of time, because you can pretty much guarantee that the value of that property is going to appreciate. And so you can actually game the system that way. And that actually is an application for doing that with Bitcoin. On places like Zest and Granite, even now, you can start doing that with low risk, lower thresholds. Try to make sure that you're not, exposing yourself to losing your Bitcoin or defaulting on your loans, losing your assets. That's important. You don't want to over leverage yourself. And there's other strategies for these loans besides just this. This is just one way of using these loans. But you're not going to get away from having credit scores entirely. That's going to last for a long time. So it's important to make sure that you're paying attention to both. You should always. I don't want to tell people to write off their credit score, because actually you have a lot more options when you work on that.
I'll call you.
So with this, like, do you think that in the future there's a place where, like, paying off your loans on chain?
People are already working on that, actually.
Zero authority DAO is a type of, that part of their reputation stuff like that can absolutely go there.
Yeah, that's actually going to happen. And getting back to your analogy, when I talk to people about Bitcoin who don't really understand it, I like to talk to them about, like, land. I'm like, okay, like, land's a great asset, right? I'm like, because they're not making any more of it. And, typically it's going to appreciate over time. I said, but you can't really, like, easily spend land, can you? Like, that's not easy to do. I said, Bitcoin's got the value of those same properties of land that make land a good investment, except it's fungible. So and that's why it's, the perfect currency.
Not all land is the same.
No. But it helps, like, make that connection for people when they're trying to deal with something that's, like, super.
No, it's a great analogy. It really is. It's Bitcoin is, as that kind of an asset, it's more disposable, much more easily disposable, and portable. You can't bring the land with you. If there, and I've heard Sailor actually use this analogy a few times too, where you can't move a building in Argentina out of Argentina because they're experiencing hyperinflation. You can't move a block in Manhattan out of New York because they have a socialist mayor coming in, and it's going to cause havoc in what's going on there.
Yeah.
You can't. That's not portable. But you can but you can put your seed phrase in a folded up piece of paper in a book you're carrying on a plane, and just you and a book go where the fuck ever you want.
Yeah, it's real funny. It made me think about how like rich, spoiled people without problems. It's funny watching them get ready to create a whole lot of real problems for themselves. What I was thinking, it's just, it'd be almost poetic if they couldn't just up and leave. You know, like if they were just forced to stay and live with their problems, it would just be hilarious.
Causing us problems, and now they got to live with the reap what they sow.
Like, yeah, you should have to make your bed and lay in it. But I mean, it is what it is. That's funny because that's how you get, you know, that's how a lot of people and a lot of causes, you know, come about and catch these like cults of personalities attached to them. This is just people have got it way better than they realize it, and they've just got to invent shit to, you know, get bent out of shape about it. You know, because people need, I think humans need a certain amount of like struggle. I think you need a certain amount of like character building to just, you know, put it there. And absent of that, like, you really want to find yourself in a situation where you wind up with some serious character deficits that manifest themselves pathologically.
Yes. Yes. It's well, and it's. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta. He's gonna. Oh, there he is.
He brought it. Hey, buddy. Buddy, the good boy, the Wonder Pup. Let's go.
He's actually awesome, but he's like, it must be time to. First of all, he slept until like 7, a little bit after 7 o'clock this morning, like 7:20, which is like usually he's out of his crate by like 6, going out to do his thing. So he's like way on the. He had a lazy, rainy Thursday morning, and now he's chasing his tail behind me. It's dangerous. If I go down, you know why.
Gonna just take the chair right from under you.
How's he doing in his crate?
Oh my god! He sleeps in a crate every night, and he's totally cool going in. Someday it's in my daughter's room, so some days like I'll go get him early because he's up and he needs to go out, and she's not waking up. She's a 13-year-old at summer vacation. Like, I'm not getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and just not happening usually. And so I'll bring him down. And so sometimes lately we'll go out, we'll come back in, and he runs upstairs and goes into it. Like, she has like a loft bed, so she's up there and he doesn't know how to get up there. So he'll be like under there, he'll be going over to her ladder, and then he'll go back and sit in his crate and just wait for and make noises like whimpering, like he's waiting for her to wake up, but he's out. He doesn't have to be in the crate. He still goes in there. So he's well crate trained, very well crate trained. We actually got him doing weight now, like where we can get him to sit, lay down with a treat, and then put the treat down a couple feet away from him on the floor, telling him to wait, back away from it, and he will wait until we say okay. Usually
that's good.
Yeah, for a 7-month-old puppy, it's real good. It's real good.
I'm able to do the weight with Bruce, and then I'll walk away, and then I'll go sit in the chair. I'll eat my food. I'll look over there. He's looking back at me, and then all I have to do is.
And if you can get, that's a huge. You can kind of run everything else off of that. If you can get them to do that, it's not a permanent no, but it's a self-control type of thing. They know, and you just gotta. They're so smart if you really do it. If you do it right, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do that, by the way. Huge shout out again to my daughter for getting that through the training, because he'll like, this is developed over the last like 4 or 5 days. He's been able to do the weight training. We were trying to do Leave It, right? We were training that we're doing puppy training we're going to a Petco or PetSmart. I can't remember which one. But yeah, Trip. This dog is super smart, and we were told he's actually he's like very, very willful. He's not like he's just trying to win. Like when we're doing the leave it training and we drop the thing on the floor and then we cover it with our foot. He's not leaving it. He's just waiting for you to move your foot so he can win. Like he's just trying to win. So that's why we've moved on to do weight first, because it's going to help get him to be a little bit more command oriented. He's regressed a little bit. Like he was actually a little bit more well trained, and now he's like, you'll do trains that you'll give him commands that he knows, and he'll just like ignore you. Like, I'm not paying attention to you. I know what you want me to do. I'm not doing it. And then a little while he'll do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're smart dogs, but they're willful.
Very willful.
Yeah.
You should hear Bruce, dude. I take him on car rides from time to time, like whenever I have to go, like say pick up food for the old man, and feed the old man. He'll go on a ride. And sometimes he'll get one of those pup cups from wherever. They'll put like a spray of whipped cream in there, or like a little bit of vanilla ice cream, and he starts talking.
Nice.
Yeah. No, we don't deserve things, man.
So,
Dogs are awesome.
No, not at all. Not at all, man. They're too good. But yeah, like I feel like we got a lot going on in our ecosystem, man.
So much, and we're talking about it all the time, and it's almost like there's like nobody.
He's
Yeah, he
now?
decided. I'll show you how smart I am.
I forgot I had my amp turned on because I had I used that to play. It's also a Bluetooth. I can play my music through it. So I didn't realize I still had this on, and that was a tail wag.
Guitar, man.
That was a tail wag open chord.
Yeah, if you know, people are getting super bullish right now in stacks. I know that happens.
For good reason.
Yeah.
7K STX volume on the Leo Cat.
Huge. How about 20K plus for a BNS name? No, and then more 1,000 plus stacks for a couple other ones, and real good names too. Like in the future, those are going to be steals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I.BTC.
those two character BNSs, and they were all swooped in one fellow swoop, man. The AI, the high, and then there's another one. I think it might have been
Go
as well. Yeah, so all of those got swept up. We've got the Leo Art Collective, which is going to incentivize artists to make pieces of art. The community's going to vote on them, and then they're going to be included into a Leo NFT collection, right? And then the mentors, there's going to be 15 editions of each of these that gets selected by the community. The mentors actually get a chance. It's like a raffle. They can win the mint funds from minting that piece. And the artist is also paid as well in Leo. And then they're also talking about maybe implementing Leo as a token to mint with on Gamma. So you may be able to use different SIP tins in the future, different community coins to mint, which I think is fantastic.
That would be smart. That'd be very helpful. Look, that's one of the first things Zero Authority DAO did when they, before this most recent version came out. When they put their first real working site live, like they were like, hey, you can pay bounties in these tokens as well, right? And look at how much volume that drove, and it could be the same way with Gamma. It would be a very smart thing for them to do.
Yeah, I agree. PFP style collections and community coins go hand in hand. People want that sense of identity, and then even a BNS to go along with it, right? Like,
there's been a general renaissance in interest in the NFTs on Stacks in general. Stacks Invaders, the Leo NFTs. There's actually a little bit more interest in the droids for the Nakamoto One droids.
The Mojo collection's been catching a bid too. When they did those Mojos not that long ago. Like that's, yeah. And again, people are too quick to write things off. Oh, NFTs aren't going to do this, or this isn't going to do that. No, that's nonsense. Like that's not going to change. And the only thing that's going to change is the stuff that you can do with them and the things that'll come about as a result of that. That's why I like Gary's gated idea so much. Like there's a huge just door waiting to get kicked open with that kind of content, being able to use NFTs for special access, right? Like that's
Rising Tide.
Yeah, gated
tide. Actually, I think Zero Authority is probably going to have some similar stuff like that. Or even like that AI guild where they created last weekend with the crew. I'm in that DM group now, and like we're talking about maybe having so I'm working on building out a DeOrganized Discord channel, and maybe we'll put a channel in there for them to kind of keep, because in a DM group on X, you can't really do file sharing or post like content. Like where do you don't have your source of truth or your place to refer to for documentation or what are the AI tools that we're learning about, and what are we, what do we have any? Maybe we can work out deals if we get enough volume of people involved and stuff like that. We were talking about like having a channel on the Discord, and then someone asked, I don't remember if it was Jamie or Bully Pick or who asked about, well, would it be roll gated? And of course, at first it'll be roll gated, but eventually it could be token gated or NFT gated or something like that. And that's that would be I think that would be a great use of an NFT, creating an NFT that is your membership to the AI guild that gets you benefits and member access, and could also be a cool collection. There's there's other pieces that you can add to that to add value. But there's also over time you can do more with it. So that's a use case. Just having an access
part. That's where DMT NFTs are so exciting to me, because you don't have to work with a static NFT. Like especially when you're talking about like a membership or something to do with like, changing responsibilities and roles. Right. You can change the appearance of the NFT or the metadata within the NFT.
Right. The metadata can actually be your access level. Or exactly. It could actually have your subscription details. Maybe it's 2 stacks a month to be a part of the guild or whatever. I'm just making that up. But there's a cost to being part of the guild, and then that fund goes to funding something specifically, and your NFT actually, we have such demand in this right now, we're going to raise the price to 5 STX per month, but the OGs that were here forever get it for 2 STX, and you can program that all through DMT.
And the DMT, it's all open source. Like it's on the GitHub. Anybody can go in there and go play with this stuff. But that's really where I'm excited to see that get used, because we haven't had enough. Everyone's been in like survival mode or buy the dip mode or what have you, but you can honestly take these things, and there's so much utility that you can program in them, and I think that I'm excited to see that get used. I don't see how it doesn't, how people are just like not taking advantage of that,
Yeah, programmable NFTs, like forget about it. You can do so much. To recreate those NFTs. They don't rely on IPFS. They live directly on chain. So I think it's huge. You can upgrade them.
And the token distribution model as well, right? Like you've seen that with runes. Like you can easily use that, to launch something and launch a token simultaneously, or to manage airdrops or what have you. Like, dude, it's I love that stuff, but it's just a matter of getting people, engaged and paying attention, and that's coming.
It is coming. It is coming, and it's a matter of having the people that are in this space now that understand how these tools can be used, to start just using them in everyday kind of use cases, like having this guild and how can we apply this, and then building it out, using it, and creating the model to make it easier, less like. So I was there for the development of the internet. Like when I first started going online on my personal computer, it was with a modem that I had to install in the box myself into the computer myself, and my access was via like bulletin board systems. Like you would call into there was no websites, there was no explorers or browsers. You'd have to get a specific bit of software that could connect your modem to something, and then there would be a display. If you connected to the right server might actually give you some information back, and then over time browsers and website standards became the norm, but people tried out a lot of different stuff to see what would work and what the market wanted before it actually all developed. So, and it was small individual groups. It didn't start out with people making websites that were for, everybody, for the whole of the public. It was for using that to communicate better with people versus trying to do phone calls and meetups or send, documents in a mail for people to share and read and add to. Like that's what people did before the internet made it possible. So this is the same concept. It's just
I saw a funny meme the other day. It's like how to tell if you grew up in a house without internet, and like one box was like Minesweeper, one box was like Solitaire.
That's right. Like those actually got us. Like I spent a lot of time killing time playing Solitaire or Minesweeper. Crazy amounts of time now that I think about it. But you know what, though? Those opportunities also probably gave my mind opportunities to wander while I was focusing on something that wasn't that important. It's probably some of the reason why I can autopilot do things like Trip noticed earlier today. Guys, we're getting some of the chads coming in saying good skull, sir, good skull megaphone. Xenitron is in the waiting room. So I'm going to actually play a quick word from our sponsors, and then we will be back with Find2Earn momentarily. Guys, share out the live stream, chads. Share out the stream. It's time. Good morning, sir. It is time. The Game Master has arrived in his true form. How are you today, Xenitron?
GM Mortal, as eternal as ever. Let's go.
Let's go. We have Find2Earn rounds for you beautiful people again today. We have rounds sponsored by RuCoin, LeoCoin, Bitcoin Pepe. It is BPepe Thursday, by the way. Flat Earth, STX AI, and our jackpot round sponsored by Skullcoin. We did not have a winner yesterday, so we are up to 40 STX for today's
Right.
jackpot round.
Yeah, that's correct.
Very good. So we have, real quickly, actually, let me just mention well, first, guys, share out the live stream. It's very important. If you like playing these games, you like the opportunity to come and find to earn, share out the live stream. Let your friends know. Go DM people, tell them to come out and get in here. It's time to play. The more people we have participating, the more people we can draw into our community, the more fun we can have, the more sponsors can get out of this. Their exposure is important. And then the more prizes we can generate to give to you guys for playing, coming and playing with us every day. Very important. So share out the live stream. We have also, I want to just talk about, we're doing this jackpot round, and I've come up with an idea. I think it might actually make it a little bit more engaging for the community. And I'd love some feedback from you guys, either on if you're in the Skullcoin Sigma group, that's a great place to bring this up if you have concerns, or shout out in the live chat. But I want to launch, starting next week, I think we're going to try it, but I'd love some feedback before we do. We're going to launch the jackpot round at the beginning of this segment, but only on screen. So you're going to get the image and the starting coordinates on the live screen. You have to tune into the live stream to get that. And then players can play that round throughout the segment. At the end of the 5 other rounds, we will then make the post on the Skullcoin page with the starting coordinates and the image. If it hasn't been found, and then we'll give that 5-minute window, a 3-minute window, whatever the game master decides at that time, to complete it. And then just giving it a little bit more engagement. It might be a little bit trickier doing it that way. Maybe it'll be a little bit harder rounds, but we'll give it an opportunity for people to maybe join in the live stream and get a little bit of an advantage on the jackpot round every day. So if you like that idea, or you find it interesting, or you hate that idea, you don't like it, just let us know. Really appreciative. And with that, we are going to go into GP. You want to share today, or you want me to?
Yeah, for sure. I'll jump in there.
All right. So GP is going to bring up his screen. He's going over to the Skullcoin page. Again, rule number 1, share out the live stream. Rule number 2, when the game rounds launch, you must like and repost the game rounds. Our first round is going to launch with a whitelist round for new players. We do that first round for whitelist for new players every day. We have a lot of onboarded users, newer users. Everyone, until they have a chance to win 1 or 2 rounds, has eligibility for the whitelist. As long as you're coming in and playing and making attempts and guesses every day, we will get you on there. And the game master, if you want to be on the whitelist, you got to let us know in the comments below. And this round is we're going to do a brew round, sir, for the whitelist.
Yeah, right.
So you got an opportunity to win some Rue with the whitelist crew, and whenever the game master is ready, we can start the countdown.
Yeah, you can start countdown.
All right, so we are over at the Skullcoin page, and we are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so GP is on the Skullcoin page. He refreshed, and he's finding that there's a kangaroo on that bike. You're looking for that building with the bike, and the bike up on the balcony deck there, little porch. He's going into his maps. We don't see your map screen yet, GP.
Yeah, got it right. All right. Where we're at. Where I got the coordinates. Well. Sometimes for me, it doesn't drop that pin whenever I click the link, so so I have to grab the coordinate in there. But now I have a reference point here. There's my reference point. This area somewhere. So let's see. Got a Roo riding a bike underneath an awning. So looking for a building awning. Let me just drop down the street around. Maybe go this way. Screen. I should here. Lag.
Yeah, it feels like everything is a little slow this morning to me.
Grok 4. Still in all the bandwidth.
I think that's actually what I was going to. You said Grok 4, and it is. It sounds like he is pulling up all the bandwidth today. Pulling all the eyeballs off of X, too. Everyone's playing with Grok this morning.
Yeah, we have already people who found it. The first one was GK.btc, Dream Chaser, Angel, Sensei Bloyan. All of them found.
Hey,
We have a
congratulations.
winner and we keep going.
Let's go. Congratulations, Jay Kuhn.
Congrats.
Okay, the next game will be open for everyone, so you can play.
Very good. So open rounds after the first whitelist round. And again, if you are interested in joining and becoming a whitelist player, a new player for Skullcoin, just drop a comment under any of the game rounds. Just let us know you'd like to be added, and the Game Master will get you added to the whitelist rounds. We're back on the Skullcoin page, waiting to refresh with the countdown. Are you ready?
Everyone get ready. Okay, I will count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You have to find this situation.
Away. Go. Bitcoin Pepe is up. He's going to clean up after some horses, maybe, or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, what are they getting?
Could be worse, I guess. Could be 2 horses.
Mint some shit coins.
Yes.
Going to clean up some shit coin. That's hilarious. Let's try this. Drop. Don't think it. Pop.
Yeah, a lot of these buildings look the same along this road. Huge shout out to the Bitcoin Pepe community. The guys, get out at 11 a.m. is the Bitcoin Pepe community space. Always a great vibe with the crew. Come out and check us out. And then at noon, head on over to Bitcoin and Beyond with Melanie. We will be producing that right here with DeOrganized, and she's going to be sitting down with Alex Miller from Hero Systems. It should be a great conversation.
Okay, we have a winner. It's a Nixie. Assistant boyfriend was a second.
Let's go.
Crushing it. Let's move Nixie for the win.
Everyone get back. We will wait just 1 minute.
Get back, get back. Are y'all back? Let us know in the comments if you're ready. GM, Orange. That's right, DD. Look alive, lads. And Xorb actually likes the idea of the jackpot round launching first live before at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, we'll try and we'll see. Really. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't, people don't like it, we can always change it back. That's the beauty of where we are. We can try things differently, and if it doesn't go right, we'll just try it another way.
Right. 100.
Experimentation equals innovation.
Yes, exactly. Just like to shake things up. We don't want to get too stale. We want to make sure that we're keeping you guys all entertained, properly entertained. All right, are we ready for the next round, sir?
Yeah, I believe like everyone just get back and hear it already. Yeah.
Taking a minute to just appreciate how hardworking this Pepe is right here. Look how hardworking. He looks determined.
Yeah, okay, we're ready and we can launch the next.
All
All
right.
right.
GP, I'm going to let you count it down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go, the game launch. The games, all games not so hard. Maybe only the jackpot round. You wanna make like this action ongoing, simple, easy, but you have to be focused.
Look at this little kitty in the chair. Some sort of cut.
Guys, make sure you like and repost the game rounds. It's very important. Share out the live stream. We have 50,000 Leo coin. Leo coin has been on fire, by the way. It's worth more than it was when we started the game rounds this month. So get a little bit of bonus on the return on the coins this month when you win. And I am a huge fan of Leo coin and Rubes and all the things that he's building out over there.
So we have two players who found, I believe it's Isaac and Orange. Isaac was the first.
Wow, they found it already. And
Yeah.
Isaac beat Orange. Orange
Wow.
is playing and he got beat. I love Orange.
Oh,
But I don't mind seeing him. I don't mind seeing Isaac take one. That's great. That's great. Isaac's getting better.
All location is near the starting. We have all the players found. Lil Dude, Ogic Bone, DeFi Dictator, John T, Utopias, all players found. Congrats. We wait 1 minute and move on.
All right, guys, get back. Get back. Actually, with that, I'm going to take a moment just to give a shout out to our amazing sponsors. We have some great partners in the space. One of them is Stacking DAO, the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. Stacking DAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums and users start earning rewards immediately. So there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. Choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. Want to start earning today? Head over to stackingdao.com. Stacking DAO is where liquidity meets opportunity. And we also have an amazing partner with BitFlow.Finance. BitFlow is the top DEX on Stacks, letting you trade native BTC, STX, SBTC, USDC, runes, and more, all in one place by aggregating prices on Alex, Arcadico, and Valar. Recently, BitFlow rolled out Flex Pools, launching with STX pools to support liquid staking assets, offering flexible deposits, smarter rewards, and deeper liquidity. Head on over to bitflow.finance now to take advantage. And we are back. We are waiting to launch the next game. Are you ready for the countdown, sir?
Yeah, I'll count down. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
Can't begin.
Let's
We
go.
have to find this graffiti. Ace of Diamonds.
All right. The agent is on.
Got this.
STX AI. Go check them out. Really based community. Really cool. Current founder. There's a little bit of a backstory there, but a big fan of my friend Steve over at Wine2Earn, and who's in control of the project now. I'm really looking forward to see what he comes out with from that. I know he's also a big BNS fan as well. Him and he's up there with Dark Dude actually, as far as some of that goes. Looking for this graffiti. That's not the same graffiti. That's not the same graffiti. I think I found it.
Nice.
Looks like somebody else did too. Wow, all the players, there were lots of players today. Lots of people finding these. Good job, everyone.
Yeah, well played, everyone.
I'd love to see this engagement and participation. We really got a lot of players coming in.
Yeah.
Great seeing you all just show up and play. Really, that makes me feel good about what we're doing here, because I know that you guys are engaging because you enjoy it. You're having a good time.
This graffiti is sick. Gambit, X-Men.
Yeah, it's cool. There's a lot of cool stuff there. There was several interesting graffiti arts around down the street there. Zenny, you guys are making a post for the use Stacks campaign today.
Yeah, we have talked to Rick and we make this post about like our gaming project, Stablecoin, Charisma and lottery from Stack City, so everyone can participate and grab some stacks. Follow the rules. You have to repost, like, and leave the comment. I believe like just read this thread and follow the rules to win the stacks. Grab the prizes, everyone. Hunters.
More ways to earn. So make sure you guys are following the Skullcoin page and go check out it's stacks.org/ use -stacks STACKS and that you want to bookmark that page, because every couple of days there's going to be more contests, more opportunities to participate. So make sure that you're bookmarking that page and going and checking every couple of days. And follow us on DeOrganized. We're going to let you know when these drops. We're going to support, repost all of these, and make sure that everyone's aware of what they need to do for each of these contests. So lots of ways to participate and earn. We have, that's how many rounds so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have one more and then jackpot. Flat earn.
Let's go.
All right, I'll do the countdown. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, Con!
Let's go.
Come on.
Kitty and Michael now both not showing up anymore. I know Kitty's been busy. She's got a lot going on. I miss my friends coming and playing on live stream with us. We'll have to recruit some of the players to come play live again. Yeah, I hope. I know Orange has been out, and hopefully he'll be back soon.
Look at this pack of dogs, man. They're rolling deep.
Oh, there's a new Stacks Invaders X account that's official.
Oh shit! When did that happen?
Jack actually just posted it in the morning show chat a minute ago. Prince K made a post about it. There's a link to it. So guys, at Stacks Invader with no S, at Stacks Invader is Jack's asking us to go follow. So go follow. I just did. After you find the prize, obviously.
Yeah, I will most definitely be going to follow that account. I imagine Jack has something up his sleeve.
Yeah, there's got to be something up with that. I'm surprised we didn't know about it.
Yeah, dude.
Did you know about it?
Might be something. I did not. I mean, I kind of like. I felt like we talked about it maybe once or twice, you know, and a couple of the guys.
You didn't know it was actually coming.
Yeah, I didn't know that today. Look at that.
I like it.
We are taking a look at India. We are looking for a pack of dogs. And the next flat. What you call it?
Okay, we have a winner. It's a DeFi Dictator.
Hey, DD.
Hey,
Let's go.
let's go.
All right, guys, get back. It's almost time for the jackpot round. Get back to the main page. Let us know in the comments that you're ready. Once we launch, how long do we want to give them today, sir? 3 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, and then 3 minutes.
40 stacks, 4 minutes. It will be not so hard.
All right. I was going to say maybe do 3 minutes and then give a clue. So we'll do 4 minutes. If no one finds it within 4 minutes, we'll give them a clue and another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the plan, fam. You got 4 minutes before they drop a clue on everybody, and then after that, you never know what's going to happen. So good luck. And get back. Let us know in the live chat when you're ready. Fikri's ready.
Yeah.
I see a comment, a request again from Ricky Ricardo. Do you think XRP will be worth more than Bitcoin in the long run, considering it's poised to be the chosen crypto of ISO 20022 standards for banking, derivatives, markets, RWA, and bonds worldwide? No, I do not think so. And I also think that whoever's feeding you that propaganda talking points is doing you a disservice, my brother. I apologize for you. Obviously, I'm a fan of decentralization and also love the idea of diversifying and solving problems from different angles.
Yeah.
Best of luck to the XRP bros. But no, there's no chance that XRP will ever have the same market cap as Bitcoin. Not going to happen. 1,000%.
Yeah, since I'm dead, I can say whatever I want. Like XRP is a scam.
Yes, I love some of the guys out there. I hope they make their money, and I know and love a lot of people that are involved in the project, not in the project, but are into the project, and I hope they do well. But I'm convinced that there are better options in the marketplace already.
They dump on, like, they open up and dump a bunch of XRP periodically.
So
Okay, we are ready. We can launch it right now. Not so hard game. Let's go. Send and cash. Let's go.
let's go. All right, so we gotta do a countdown.
Yeah, countdown, please.
All right, I'm gonna do a 10-second countdown. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, hunters.
Thomas Khan. Let's
Okay,
go.
game launched. 40 stacks. Let's go. 4 minutes.
40 stacks, 4 minutes. Let's
Not
go.
so hard game because like this.
Be right.
There's
You guys got 4
pattern.
minutes.
You see that you have to find.
Oh, I love this image of a briefcase full of money and STX on there. In the middle of a cornfield here.
We give you pattern to decode. You have to find this small, like industrial station. I see like that. Okay. Okay, 2 minutes more and last minute will give you the clue. Yeah, that's how we wanna try the next week. We give you like the game in the beginning of the Find2Earn show, and you can start it, and we give you the clue in the end. But you can play in parallel different games, so it's more engagement, more interesting. Okay, everyone, we're giving you the clue on the show. You can just be on the organized show and only hear the get the clue. And the clue, you have to go on the east. On the east, it means like on the right side from this town. You have to go on the east.
Go east, young man.
Yeah, east, it's on the right.
If you're oriented properly to the map.
Right. Yeah, it's not so close. It's more far away. With stream. Yes, I'm somewhere here. You are close, but not enough. Okay, 1 more minute, and we move this price tomorrow. In August, we'll make the bigger prizes from Skullcoin because it will be anniversary games, and in August we will make it bigger, especially for jackpot round. And I hope we work hard to make in September, like now we in July planning to launch seed phrase hunt game. It without Find2Earn. You have not to find anything on the maps, just encryption seed phrase, very interesting game. And to like push Find2Earn segment with our hunters, we will make more on chain games. Okay, like 30 seconds, everyone. Like if you not find, we move the price tomorrow because it's not so hard. Okay, let's give like 1 minute, and no, not so far. It's not so far. Tomorrow is a Friday, right? So tomorrow we should see the winner. We want to see the winner. Tomorrow the price will be 50 stacks.
All right. Let's go.
Also tomorrow we got Find2Earn round in.
Okay, let me check. We have a notification.
That's-
One more comment. Maybe somebody found it.
Oh shit! Somebody may have done it.
Okay, I'm checking the last coordinates. Like. No, unfortunately, it's not the right one. And PeaceLoveMusic. Yeah. Okay, the price goes for tomorrow. I drop the coordinates, and tomorrow we play until the winner 50 stacks on Friday's game.
All right. That was, you said it was easy, and I cannot wait to see where it actually is because I looked and it was not super easy. But I love playing these games, and I love having the prize rounds build and the jackpot get more and more. I think that's a fun part of it too. So when somebody does win, it's a nice win, right? So I really dig it. I think it's great. I'm actually gonna just check the coordinates myself. GP, why don't you jump into that coordinates and just show everybody?
Yeah, they're right here.
Here it is.
Had,
that is different than the one I found too. It is.
Yeah, I see the friend was on very similar place, but it's not the place.
So that again, another great episode of Find2Earn. Really appreciate you all coming out today. Lots going on in our ecosystem. Be on the lookout for the Skullcoin page post and the Stacks season
campaign.
Use Stacks contest page for more details. And Orange, I did want to address, I saw your comment earlier, that doesn't update the page. So the page won't update with the link to what you have to participate for the contest until the post gets made. because Rick needs the post to go put on the page to then drive people to the activities that they want for the contest participation. So you guys got to go check that page after you see the post, or when you can actually just go check that page daily, see if there's contest participation. And then once you see the contest, there's also open, like the contest from the prior days, you can absolutely go and like and comment on those ones still too. It's an ongoing thing for the whole month. So we want you guys going and engaging with these apps on the regular and participating and using your stacks. That's what it's all about. So get out and check that out. Get into the Bitcoin Pepe space at 11. We got Bitcoin and Beyond at noon. What do we got after that, GP? Anything else going on later today?
There's a couple things going on within the Stacking Dot Discord. We've got our weekly Pokemon tournament. Tomorrow we've got Find2Earn rounds in the Zest Discord.
Tomorrow come to Zest. Okay, see you everyone.
Thank you, Zenny. We will see you in the morning, and we're looking forward to seeing that post today. Guys, if you're not following, get over and follow Skullcoin. Lots of cool stuff coming from them, too, down the line. You do not want to be late. Right now, you have an opportunity to be very early with Skullcoin. So thank you for joining. Thank you for participating. I'm sorry, GP. What do you have? What do you have for the Pokemon tournaments tomorrow?
No, that's going on. That starts at 11 a.m. ET.
11 a.m. today. All right, in the Zest Discord.
In the Stacking Down Discord.
Stacking Down Discord. At 11 is the
Pokemon
tournament.
Our monthly poker tournament going down on Saturday.
Saturday. I am going to register, and hopefully we'll make it this time. You never know what Saturday might do for me, but I want to go in. I want to splash the pot. I'm going to go all in no matter what my cards are and make it hard for anyone to know what to do.
Wild card. Let's go, dude. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We always have a whole bunch of fun, so I'm going to make a post later about it.
Right on. All right. And guys, so it looks like we're probably not going to have a night show today because you guys don't need to hear me give another show by myself monologuing, and EP is going to do the uncle thing, doing some great work outside of the ecosystem, some community stuff as always. And super proud of you, man. I love that. I'm super happy for you too, because I know it's going to be a great experience for you. And it goes by so fast, man. You're going to look at this 10 years from now when the kid's 15, getting ready to turn 16, start driving. You're like, Jesus Christ, I remember flag football, man.
Dude,
you don't see the perspective yet because you haven't been there. So it's cherish every minute of it, and best of luck, and don't worry about the outcomes. Like I told you before, it's just about having fun with these kids, teaching them basics and fundamentals. It doesn't matter whether they win, whether they score, and actually at the end of the day, if your team has talent, then you be the nice guy and let the other teams get some on your back towards the end. And then if your team maybe is up against some kids that are more organized and more experienced in it, talk to the coach and say, hey, listen, you guys are killing us. Can we get a little bit of opportunity to give these guys some payoff?
Yeah,
work it out so that they're having fun. It's really all.
It's more about serving the community and like getting those kids tired out so they can go home, eat dinner, go to bed.
Getting them tired out, getting them used to working towards a common goal together. And that's really it. Having fun and learning to socialize.
That's right.
And MILF hunting.
Yeah, dude, it'll be fun. I think I'll do great. So, thank you, Peace.
Right on. That wraps up another great episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our great friends over at Decentralized, BitcoinLive, Decentralized Broadcasting. I am PeaceLoveMusic. We are DeOrganized Media. You guys all have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in and tuning out today. Peace out.